Now, it sounds like the feds was able to recover thousands of hours of video as reported by Nancy Grace.
I'm staying. This was going to be good.
Surveillance cameras. According to sources, there are literally hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands, of hours of surveillance video of Sean Combs and his staff committing wrongdoing.
Now, Diddy was expected to be indicted and arrested in a matter of days. However, the feds are going to take a little more time to comb through all of the footage like a nappy-ass weave to ensure the case is strong enough to give him 100 years or better. Y'all know the feds aren't going for no slap on the wrist. They're gonna punish the diddler for what he did to Gotham City.
They're gonna punish the diddler. No, but do y'all think he going to jail? Because I don't hear nobody talking about the money he paid and gave back and the all the shit he did for motherfuckers. Like I don't hear nobody, So, it's just like when you in the street or whatever, however, you catch a case, say if you catch a DUI and you go to what is that called? You go to like treatment before you even start even like before it's a case, like before you get in the court, like you already like you do it on your own. It looks good, I caught a case before shit, and I did the treatment stuff on my own, and it just shows responsibility. It shows you take accountability, for your actions. You take accountability for your actions, and it shows responsibility. Instead of being in a place where they make you do it. I'm saying that to say like he definitely gave back or donated and all type of stuff, like over like $20 to $30 million, paying, giving artists they publishing and donating to different stuff and stuff like that. So yeah.
Fuck your shit. Nah, hey, keep it pimping. Pussy, make sure you don't never talk.
Hey, yeah, hey, right here. This is part right here. I just ended up seeing this video, and that was just, it was wild. Like, y'all, you see this nigga? You see who he arguing with?
What up, nigga? What's up? Come on here, I'll bust your shit. Nah, hey, keep it pimping. Pussy, make sure you don't never talk to me like that, nigga. I'm love, nigga. You know the Joker don't play that, baby.
For real, and he told dude, you lucky. Like, dude, shook his hand and you lucky. Like, on the real, I don't know. He probably got offended or something. Puff probably got offended, thinking like, how 50 be on his heels. 50 be on his heels. So that's an actor from Power.
Now, more and more celebrities are moving away from Diddy because they know he's about to bring the whole entire ship down.
Sinking now. I don't care.
Now, Ashton Kutcher is...
And that's another thing, too, is like, if you know the ship going down, I would think you will want your friends to get away. When you want your people to get away from the ship, if it's going to go down, you know what I'm saying? If you're the cause, you know what I'm saying? Won't you be just to sacrifice and let your people get away and not make them go down with you? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Definitely afraid of being subpoenaed in Diddy's case.
Well, he just can't lose. Even when he's that close to humility, that like, it becomes a driver, and so then he went out and ran the New York Marathon.
One of Diddy's goons is also expected to turn.
Or was he just talking about Diddy like Diddy just can't lose? I know that everybody say like, oh, Diddy going to jail and this and that, but I don't hear nobody talking about the stuff he gave back and stuff, the shit he already did before anything. I definitely heard on one of them news clips saying he's not going to jail.
And testify against the mogul. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss nothing. Now this guy right here is Moy Bond. Allegedly, the guy pointed out in the lawsuit that hires all of the ex-workers for Diddy so they could sleep with the people that Diddy chooses and Diddy can actually film it. Now, I'm predicting he's gonna be the first one to flip and try to get a deal from the prosecutors so he doesn't go down with the entire ship. Now, these people, guys, they're looking at some really serious time. So here's what we know.
It ain't like Puffy made them do that shit. It ain't like he made them do it. It ain't like they just as much associated with that as he is, allegedly, if it's all true. You know what I'm saying? So
know now.
you know how that be, like they do let people, oh, we gonna cut your time if you tell on them.
We got Lucien Grange. Now he's accused in participating in or help.
And I ain't even gonna lie, a lot of stuff like this, man, be in the streets. The police or the FBI will make up a whole case on people, and a lot of that shit will be some bullshit. For real. And you know what? Another thing that he say, she say. He says, he say. A person can tell on you and be like, oh, I got this from him, and you never even met this person in your life. And they can use it against you in court. This person come tell on you, oh, yeah, I bought this much stuff from him and this and that, and you never even met him. And so many people, 3, 4, 5 people come do that, go to the FBI and say they got something from you, you don't even know them. They gonna come, they done build a case on you now. And you don't even know these people. You never even saw these people, you don't even know these people. So like,
to conceal,
expect all these people to really be a part of this. Man, come on, man.
the alleged
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just know from real life experiences and real life cases and real life shit that they will put this shit together and make it look like it's a whole big ass
of Combs and also his associates. Now we got Ethiopia. She's the former Motown CEO, and she recently denied a claim that she's testifying against Diddy. Now, Lil Rod Jones filed a claim against the mogul, and he also indicated that Ethiopia has the knowledge and directly funded Sean Diddy Combs' lifestyle. Next up, we got Kristina Khorram. Now, in the lawsuit, she is compared to the British socialite Miss Maxwell, who is a former girlfriend of the late convicted offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence after she was convicted in December 2021 of helping him recruit and abuse underage girls. Now, according to this complaint by Lil Rod, Khorram required all of Combs' employees, including domestic staff, to walk around with a fanny pack or a pouch actually containing narcotics so the rapper could partake of his drug of choice at will. It is also alleged that Khorram, who is one of almost 30 defendants in the suit, ordered ex-workers for Mr. Combs. Now, according to her since deleted LinkedIn profile, Khorram actually joined Diddy Bad Boy Entertainment as a senior executive liaison in July 2013. Then she went on to become Diddy's day-to-day manager, as well as taking on the role of director, officer chairman of Combs Enterprises. Now, in 2020, she was appointed as Diddy's chief of staff in November. Now we got Franke Santella, who is listed as Diddy's money holder. Now, Franke allegedly worked with Brandon Paul, who was the actual drug mule, and carried the money to pay for Diddy's guns and his drugs. Now, next up, of course, we got Mr. Brendan Paul, who is the drug mule that was just recently arrested. And he's listed as the ones that would actually acquire drugs and guns for Diddy as well. Now, we got his son over here, his alleged son. Now, his role in the operation is to solicit the workers, underage girls, and also he is known to engage in all of the freak offs. Now, next up, we got Young Miami, his alleged girlfriend, and also listed as a ex-worker. Now, she's one of the women accused of receiving payments. Born Carisha Romika Brownlee, she was one of the women who were paid a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs' ex-worker. Now, Young Miami's cousin is also accused of assaulting Lil Rod during one of Diddy's house parties in Miami. Now, during his time living with Diddy, court documents state Lil Rod witnessed Khorram openly order her assistants to keep Mr. Combs high off of gummies and pills that were often stored in black Prada pouches or fanny packs, the court documents allege. Now, one of those things listed is called Tucci, which is a pink drug that is a combination of X and Coke. Also not pictured here.
That Tucci? I think that's some old Florida stuff. You said X and Coke. So that's what Tucci is? X and Coke? That's what Tucci is, huh?
But definitely involved is Stevie J. He allegedly also recruited ex-workers and also participated in freak-offs. And then there is Faheed Muhammad, who is listed as the head of security. Now, his role in this operation was he actually covered up the shooting of the guy in the recording studio named G. If you guys haven't checked that video out, I'll put out, make sure y'all watch that. He actually covered up that shooting, and that shooting was actually witnessed by Lil Rod at the Chalice Recording Studio in Los Angeles. And of course, we got 50 Cent's baby mama.
That's what always bring the bad, if a lot of this stuff is true, the FBI came because of the shooting stuff, like the shooting, people dying, guns. That's why they came.
On here, Daphne Joy, who is listed as a staff worker.
One thing about it, I don't care how much money you get, I don't care how rich you are, you can't run around causing violence, killing people, shooting people, stuff like that. They ain't going for that shit. They gonna take your ass down sooner or later. And whoever cleaning up shit for you, they gonna run out. You know what I'm saying? They sooner or later they gonna be like, oh no, this motherfucker is crazy. He keep on shooting people and killing people. No, let's take his no. I can't put my name on the line for this shit no more.
Worker. Now that there is hilarious. Staff ex-worker. I mean, it don't get no lower than that. She's at the very bottom of the totem pole. Now, Diddy thought by having him on his team, he could sneak and do his dirt, but he didn't realize that the feds be watching everybody. Now, reportedly, all of those freak-off allegations piqued the feds' interest, and the reason they stormed his home was to find copies of the videos that Cassie and Lil Rod had mentioned. Now, apparently, those videos contain shocking evidence that could...
At the same time, they ain't saying nothing about... They just took dude down, Keefe D, but they ain't saying nothing about that. But he says plenty stuff about P. Diddy being a part and paying him, but they ain't saying nothing about that because, yeah, they use this as the, you know what I'm saying, but they're not gonna say they know they really looking for some of them tapes or something that connect them to that shit. They ain't saying nothing about it though, because that's really what they looking for.
Put Diddy away forever. Now, this is going to make R. Kelly's case look like Disneyland once they review those tapes. Also, the main reason all of his electronic devices were confiscated. Now, feds are saying that Diddy and all of Diddy's associates will be looking at some serious time. And Jay-Z is also on the hook for being linked to the death of his side chick. Peeps, get into this crazy-ish. Now, a journalist was supposed to interview Jay-Z's alleged mistress is now looking to have him investigated for her 2011 death, and with good reason. Now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah, that's wild.
and watch this whole entire video so that you don't miss nothing.
They're saying Jay and B were getting the divorce and stuff like that. But I feel like that's a business play. If they coming at Jay, then I feel like to protect your family, get a divorce where your divorced wife and kids are still good, where they ain't gotta, because you're gonna lose plenty of endorsements. You don't want Beyonce to lose her endorsements, lose her, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand alone and take your father alone like a man if you did something wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Now, this reporter is coming out saying he potentially needs to be charged for silencing this young woman. Liz Crokin, a journalist who was previously employed with Star Magazine, was preparing to write a tell-all about Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White, in August of 2011. Now, Kathy had allegedly been caught creeping with Jay-Z in 2010, and they couldn't shake the rumors or get enough PR lies up fast enough to save Jay-Z's reputation. So what did he do? Apparently, they saying he took her ass out like Eazy-E, the old injectable route. Now, according to Liz, Kathy initially told her that she didn't.
Really, you should have just big pimp and spin the cheese. You should have just been like, look, baby, check this out. Let's do a poly, however they call it, poly. You should have had a poly. You should have just brought her home. Hey, B, you know what I'm saying? Look, this how, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Didn't know Jay and had never partied with him. But after Liz confronted,
you not player if you ain't players don't hide it behind their girl back and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Players keep it real and let them choose. Let them look. This is why I'm with. Choose, like, you know what I'm saying? You want to be with this or not? Shit, motherfuckers in Africa and shit like that, they got 10 wives, 15 wives with no problem. Everybody happy, no hiding.
Kathy with pictures of her, Jay-Z, and Diddy at Town nightclub in Las Vegas. Kathy got spooked and said she would consider going public with her story and telling her side because the Beehive was about to swarm her ass. Well, unfortunately, that story never got the chance to see the light of day. Why, you ask? Liz indicates that days later, when she tried to reach out to Kathy to get the interview details all put together, she was informed by her colleagues that Kathy had mysteriously died. Now, Liz says she strongly believes that the young and healthy Kathy was murdered and did not suffer a brain aneurysm like her autopsy report had stated. Liz wrote, "I find it highly suspicious that a seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman would drop dead from an aneurysm." Liz claimed that she had multiple credible sources come forward and tell her that Kathy had revealed her plans to go public about her alleged affair with Jay-Z, which is probably why Solange put them damn hands on her in the elevator. Now, Liz reports just days after learning about Kathy's death, Beyonce announced her pregnancy with Blue Ivy at the 2011 VMAs. Now, Liz says it would have been a PR nightmare for Beyonce and Jay-Z if Kathy did a tell-all around the time they had crafted her over-the-top pregnancy announcement. Now, Kathy was also good friends with Claudia Jordan. According to Liz, media outlets during that time alleged that Claudia was convinced an A-list rapper had her friend killed. Liz hopes that Jay-Z will suffer the same fate as Diddy, who is currently facing several lawsuits alleging shootings, druggings, and more. She said it's only a matter of time before spirit cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy, Kathy posted to X. She said, "I pray there will be justice for Kathy White one day." Now, guys, I can only imagine Beyonce in the background yelling at Jay-Z to finish her. Now, Faheed Muhammad is definitely going down for actually covering up the shooting of G at the recording studio. Feds are also looking into a slew of shootings that have been directly linked to Diddy. Now, the crazy thing is a lot of those were swept under the rug, but just a simple Google search will verify all of my claims of his crimes. Now, these are the Diddy shootings. Now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and watch this whole entire video so that you don't miss nothing. Now, Diddy has a bunch of bodies under his belt and a few survivors. Now, let's talk about
bodies under his belt.
First, the most recent shooting that occurred in a Los Angeles recording studio involving his son Justin, the devil's offspring. Now, the music producer Lil Rod, who was suing Diddy, is doubling down on some daunting allegations that Diddy and his son were involved in a shooting at a Los Angeles recording studio back in 2022, as well as, of course, the allegations of harassment that's been all over the internet.
Diddy must got that adrenaline rush. He must got that hunger for it now.
Diddy was sued on February 26th by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a producer on his most recent album, who alleged Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him while he traveled and lived with Combs from September 2022 to November 2023. In the initial complaint filed in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, Lil Rod also detailed a shooting at a writers and producers camp at Chalice Recording Studio in Los Angeles on September the 12th, 2022. In addition to that, he also alleges that Diddy's son, Justin, and Justin's friend, identified in the court documents as G, was also there. Now, the lawsuit alleges that Combs is part of a RICO enterprise and that he and others are involved in an ex-trafficking venture. Now, RICO enterprise is one in which people or groups act together to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is meant to target organized.
All this is definitely allegedly because that's just how they be. Oh, this should be allegedly. They don't really be knowing exactly
crime. Now, the
still got to prove that shit in court.
Complaint is the latest legal trouble for Diddy, who has been hit with a number of recent lawsuits, including multiple allegations of assault. Now, the complaint filed by Lil Rod accounts that he heard multiple gunshots after a heated conversation in a nearby bathroom at the recording studio. When the bathroom door opened, Diddy and his son walked out, and Lil Rod found G lying.
Now, he might be real because the bathroom bloody, all the police was called, all type of shit. Like, they definitely
on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out his leg hip area, the lawsuit said. Lil Rod said he helped the victim up and took him to the front of the studio where an ambulance was waiting out front for him. So far, the Los Angeles Fire Department has not responded to multiple requests.
I don't know what they was thinking. If they really did that, he lucky. They lucky he ain't died. They lucky he ain't died at that studio. They lucky.
For more information regarding the shooting. Now get this. Lil Rod also alleges in the suit that Diddy instructed him to lie to the police and tell them that Diddy or his son had nothing to do with the shooting and that it had occurred while G was outside the studio by a drive-by assailant. Now, Lil Rod is standing by his accounts and maintained that G was not shot outside Chalice, but actually inside the bathroom. Now, Chalice Recording Studio is also staying mute on the shooting, as they were possibly potentially paid off by Diddy, and they are not cooperating with releasing any surveillance tapes. Now, reportedly, the studio was contacted by NBC News, and they issued a questionable comment. Chalice Recording Studio is alleged to have sent an unnamed person stating the shooting occurred a half a block away from Chalice and it was the result of a robbery. They also said there are police reports corroborating this and to please wait for facts to come out before you start contributing to the defamation of our organization. Now, Chalice also said when LAPD arrived on the scene, it was immediately determined conclusively that the shooting took place some distance from the studio. Now, more information in the complaint also states, citing a media report that claimed G went to the studio after he was shot. But Lil Rod's original suit indicates police were inside Chalice and witnessed the blood in the bathroom, but still went along with the bogus claim that the shooting took place outside of the studio. Now, that definitely sounds corrupt. Now, included in the original filing are screenshots reportedly showing the aftermath of the restroom where G was shot by either Diddy or Justin Combs. Now, Lil Rod also claims that he has the clothing he wore the day of the shooting, which he says could have the potential DNA of the shooting victim. Now, the filing says Diddy.
On the real, somebody definitely got shot in that motherfucker, but I'm gonna say like allegedly. I feel like I feel like he probably let his son. Wow. He probably let his son. You know what I'm saying?
And his
He probably let his son do the dirty job that day.
son Justin
Feel big.
were not at the studio when the police had arrived, and it alleges that Diddy and his son hid out and laid low in another studio while police investigated, and that they were the first ones to leave after the officers departed. Representatives for Justin Combs on February 27th, of course, denied the allegations filed in the complaint, which they call absurd and lies, and said there will be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made about the Combs family. Now, the fact that they out here busting guns and also recruiting ex-workers is baffling to me, and his mama Misa need to be more worried about that than the raid she trying to sue Homeland Security for. This man has turned your son into a rotten young man, just like Diddy. Now, Diddy baby mama also came out and complained about how his homes were raided, as if there is some type of raid protocol that you must follow for trafficking criminals. She said, "The overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons Justin and Christian is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would not have been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. Enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest?"
Listen, when them people come, that's how they come. Trust me. When they come in the house, kids, everything. They coming in with them guns like that. When the police come, the feds come, whoever in the house, they gonna get guns pointed at them. Kids, all that shit.
Did Christian need a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times have we seen young, unarmed black men not make it out of these type of situations alive? My son's attorney, Jeffrey Leichman, is investigating the excessive use of force, which was unnecessary and certainly not required by this search warrant. We will fight for justice utilizing every imaginable resource. I'm not with the propaganda. Now, I'm definitely all for our people, man, and not being mistreated.
And they came like that because it's always something about guns. It's always something about guns with our guns or shootings and shit like that. That's why they came like that.
And also not any of us facing police brutality. But I think this lady is definitely reaching and trying to get some money. Now, what she need to be reporting on is why Diddy's former bodyguard is her real baby daddy, and why she and Mary J. Blige was in a hotel room getting freaky with a 16-year-old Danny boy back in the 90s.
They coming out with some shit.
Now, I can see the issue if Diddy is innocent and being railroaded, but bruh got so many factual allegations about him that it don't even make no damn sense. Now, it looks like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as Christian Combs, his son, was accused of assaulting and drugging women in a looming lawsuit as well. Now, guys, a lawsuit against Combs, the son of embattled rap mogul, has yet to be officially filed, but is currently in the works, according to attorney
That's crazy.
Tyrone Blackburn. The identity of Combs' alleged victim has yet to be revealed, and details surrounding the reported lawsuit are right now kind of sparse. Now, I definitely want to get you guys' opinion on all the going on with Diddy. Now, man, with them tapes in the possession of Homeland Security, there is absolutely no way for Diddy to wiggle his way out. Now, guys,
They don't know. Diddy already paid about $20 million back to all type of charities and all type of, you don't know. Never know, he might not go to jail unless they find something to do with somebody getting KILL.
as it's been reported all over the news that they found once again hundreds
or you know what I'm saying, SA, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that, or you know, SA, they find some recorders with SA on there, or they find some phone conversations or receipts about that money to Keefy D, or some phone conversations with Keefy D or some shit like that. about somebody getting KIL, Tupac, Biggie. Oh yeah, it's over. It's a wrap.
Thousands of hours of footage. And it's implicating a lot of people. So not only is Diddy in trouble, he's also gonna ruin a whole bunch of lives, all because he wanted to be a nasty little perv. Now, guys, I want you to check out Pandora. I got some really dope playlists on there. I am a Pandora curator. So make sure y'all go type in the Lionel B Show, and y'all gonna get blessed with some really dope music. Now, guys, let me know how y'all feel about this, man. If y'all think this video is crazy, make sure y'all click on the video that's on your screen right now and check out Lionel B stories and find out what happened to ODB, Old Dirty Bastard from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yo.